Scotch brand laser video discs offer great opportunities for imaginative presentation of information. Video disc programs arouse and maintain interest while prolonging viewer attention. They're engaging and direct, providing effortless interaction. The video disc is a powerful communications device with huge capacity for information retention, giving you the ability to stop programs, replay sections, review explanations. And when tied to a computer, there's no limit to their versatility. Scotch laser video discs give full-bodied sound with low noise, brilliant picture quality, plus random access and scanning, like flipping through the pages of a book. They can be played normally, freeze frame, step frame, slow motion, or fast play. The durability of state-of-the-art plastics makes the information on the disc permanent. Since the disc is read by a laser beam, it'll never wear out. The beam strikes microscopic pits and is reflected to a receiver. The laser translates both video and audio information into playback signals. This is an extremely powerful tool that can fully function for thousands of hours of play without affecting picture or sound quality. 3M has a long history of expertise and technologies related to video disc production. Precision coatings, optics, substrate and thin film technology. It is natural that we would have developed what we believe to be the best video disc available.
In our view, people should come to 3M because we offer unexcelled quality. We offer the fastest turnaround times in the video disc business, and we have what we've been told is outstanding customer service.
We can turn around a video disc from a master tape in the same day if your schedule demands. Scotch laser video discs are made in 2 formats. You will choose a format that meets your program needs. One is constant angular velocity, CAV, which provides 30 minutes of playing time per side. When played, the disc rotates at a constant 1800 RPM, each revolution playing 1 frame of information. The second format is constant linear velocity. CLV extends disc playing time to 60 minutes by structuring more information into the format. On these discs, the amount of space containing a single video frame remains constant, but the playing speed varies from 600 to 1800 RPM. 3M video discs provide you with 30 minutes of play in CAV and 60 minutes of play in CLV. We are able to make this guarantee because our replication process lends itself to fully utilizing the disc space available. There are also 3 levels of video discs. Each serves specific user needs. Level 1 is played on a consumer model player. It is a linear video recording that can have both chapter stops and automatic picture stops. Level 2 adds a computer program on audio channel 2, allowing it to control an individual disc player's microprocessor. This is called a digital dump. Often a proof disc will be made to verify the accuracy of the video and digital information before a full production run is made. Level 3 is a disc without digital information that will be controlled by an external computer.
Initially, laser video discs were looked at as an entertainment medium, but because of the unique interactive capability of the disc, 3M has always felt that the major markets would be in the interactive industrial applications, such as training and education, archival storage, simulation, and today the newest markets, of course, that are developing are the arcade games, electronic publishing, which is putting digital data and analog data on video discs, and finally, one of the largest ones coming up is point-of-purchase applications. All of these are totally interactive and are unique to the laser system as we see it.
We want to help you realize this medium's capabilities and fully utilize Scotch laser video disc potential. The process of creating a video disc begins with your original material. The information you've produced on videotape we call the master tape. Your master comes to tape check-in, where it's screened to confirm it meets technical specifications. It is essential that it meet exact standards, since any flaw will show up on the disc.
Basically, one of the bigger problems we run into is the ability of a customer to look at every frame on a disc, one single frame at a time, and they'll see every minor flaw and aberration there to be seen. And it's virtually impossible to do that with videotape.
3M does not check tapes for content or design errors. We do, however, spot check your tape to see it meets specific criteria at several points. Once the check-in is complete, the operator sends the playback signal from a videotape recorder to a laser recorder inside the mastering area. This equipment can encode CX and decode Dolby. It can also perform the digital dumps needed in Level 2 discs. Mastering and all other video disc processes occur in a Class 100 rated cleanroom. This means that the air contains less than 100 particles per cubic foot. This is cleaner than most operating rooms. Maintaining this working environment requires a mammoth investment in specialized ventilation equipment, ductwork, and strict adherence to clean room standards.
Well, the human body gives off something like 2 to 200 million particles a minute. It's just a little volcano. Every action that you do generates more particles. To operate in a Class 100 environment, usually the hardest thing to deal with is the air that's blown around and the people that move in it. We control the quality of the air by using high-efficiency particle filters, HEPA filters.
In the clean rooms, all work is done under yellow light to avoid accidental exposure of photosensitive coatings. The first task is preparation of the master. A raw glass substrate, highly polished on one side, is prepared. Each is washed with a special cleaning cloth. Rinsed for 4 minutes in deionized water, then it is spun dry. Next, a dark field inspection is made, the first of many quality checks that the master undergoes. Here, the operator sees a solid black surface. Any particle of dust appears as a white speck. The master is stored face down in a protective can between steps. Next, the glass is sprayed off again and coated with a positive photoresist. After the photoresist has been baked, several readings are taken of the emulsion thickness. A specially equipped microscope uses light to measure the laser-sensitive coating to see it meets specific standards. If it passes this quality check, it is stored until needed.
When we are ready to do a recording, we put the customer's tape on the videotape recorder. We load the glass substrate onto the laser beam recorder in the clean room. And after that, the presettings on the command control desk, which is the setup for the master recording, are preset, and it's basically automatic after that.
A laser beam, focused to a half-micron point, is pulse modulated by the combined video and audio signals sent from your master tape. Exposing the master disc is done in real time. That is, 1 minute of program takes 1 minute to record. 200 million pits are recorded in each square inch. The length of the video disc track stretched out would equal nearly 27 miles. The laser causes a photochemical reaction in the resist layer on the master. When the exposure is finished, the disc is developed. This cleans out the billions of microscopic pits which are arranged in a spiral configuration that begins at the inner radius. The master is then inspected before baking to harden the surface. It must again be tested, so it receives an extremely thin coating in a vacuum chamber, so it may actually be played. This way, the recording can be checked, both visually and electronically, for dropouts, which are a loss of video signal. The master is held for 30 days after the completion of the order, unless other arrangements are made for storage. Once the master is approved, a stamper is made. This has a negative image of the pits.
We start with a master. We make a stamper from that. From the stamper, we make several copies. That's the replication process, the room behind me. We start with plastic discs. We coat them, deliver them to replicators, to robots, through clean room conditions. The robot loads the replicator. The stamper embosses the disc. The information is cured in place and the stamper is removed. The disc is metallized and 2 pieces are put back to make a 2-sided finished disc.
A conveyor delivers polymethyl methacrylate plastic substrate, coated with an ultraviolet-sensitive photopolymer to the replicator. Robots transfer each from the conveyor to the replicator. The substrate is embossed by the stamper. An ultraviolet light cures the polymer within about 10 seconds. The robot moves the replicated substrate to another conveyor. In groups of 6, they are transported to a metallizing station. In this long vacuum chamber, a film of reflective aluminum is sputter-coated on the disc's information side. When the discs are removed, the pit side has been aluminized and protected. The 2 halves are laminated together, information side to information side. The nearly finished discs are given a final visual inspection to check their lamination. Then, the edges are smoothed and they receive a final electronic test. The final product is polished, labeled, and placed in a cover. These are protectively shrink-wrapped. We want you to be pleased with the results. The entire operation of our Scotch laser video disc plant is aimed at giving complete customer satisfaction. From start to finish, your disc is constantly inspected, checked, and rechecked. Scotch laser video disc technology is perfected, but any new process is always evolving and improving as new materials and processes are explored. To develop disc technology, years were committed to research and development. The original Camarillo SRI prototype disc player was developed from a 3M research grant in the early 1960s. From this humble beginning, 3M created the first workable video disc. But we waited nearly 20 years for technology advanced enough to really make the disc concept work. It wasn't until laser technology and controllable impression coatings came about that 3M research led to today's disc technology.
When we first started this program, there was an obvious need to coordinate the customer's needs of a final product to what we could deliver to them as a end video disc or data product. And as a result of that, we were able to define and refine our testing programs such that we could get a good teamwork amongst the various people in the program and deliver a disc to the customer that met his needs.
And we continue to experiment with new formats, draw technology, compressed storage, and to make sure our discs are flat, round, free of dust and corrosion, we test to make sure they're stable.
Some of the physical things that happen to a disc that make it unusable to a user is a physical distortion of the disc itself, because it's made out of plastic and has a sensitive layer or coating on the disc that contains the information. If it becomes warped or distorted in any way, the radial and vertical accelerations, the vertical and radial distortions and displacements make it completely unusable to operate on the video disc player or on a data disc player.
The standard environmental test that we do is the IEC spec test for video discs, which all video discs have to meet. We do other environmental tests also, as far as cycling tests, high temperature, high humidity, accelerated testing, life prediction testing. Most of our testing is done in a 10E humidity temperature chamber. The discs are stacked on spindles horizontally, set into the oven for a specified amount of time at a certain temperature and humidity. We try to expose our discs to different environments, simulate what storage conditions people might subject the discs to.
We have a product you can count on, and you can continue to use time after time. Discs are tested for their ability to stand up to use in a wide range of conditions. Environmental testing analysis relates all tests to final applications. In the future, Scotch laser video discs will continue to keep up with technology.
Laser optics is a new field, so there's not a great deal of technology out there. So 3M is breaking a lot of new ground, trying to come up with the laser optics, laser recording. So we feel that we're pioneering in this field. Research is a key to tomorrow. I think 3M has said that for years, so you have to stay one step ahead of what they're doing in the market today. So we look downstream and saying, okay, what's coming? We'll work on that today. And what we learned in the past, we'll send to manufacturing and let them manufacture what the customer is buying today. But in research, we're looking at what he's going to buy tomorrow.
Perfecting the video disc is a continuing goal, just as magnetic tape was at 3M. In fact, video disc technology has roots in magnetic recording technology. 3M recorded the first black and white television picture on tape in 1951. Gradually, the tape was improved. Color was added. Instant replays, stop action, and slow motion became possible with 1-inch helical recording. All the time 3M was there, improving the videotape product. As the oldest company in the business, we continue to have the newest ideas. And for the development of videotape, 3M was honored with an Emmy, the most prestigious award in American television arts and sciences. Already, 3M has been awarded many patents for disc development. We see business turning to laser video discs to help them create an environment that changes passive viewers into active participants. Production of a Scotch laser video disc is an exacting process that requires careful planning and adherence to demanding specifications. Top quality is attainable only through careful attention to detail. A great deal of material is available from 3M to help you properly master your tape and accurately fill out the accompanying forms. Producing interactive video discs, an interactive instructional unit may be purchased for in-depth learning. Our technical service representatives are available to answer your questions at any point in the process. To avoid problems when ordering discs, completely fill out and send in a Scotch video disc order form at least 2 weeks before forwarding pre-mastered tapes. This form must be sent to 3M St. Paul in care of the address on the form. Make sure to type or print in all information. Will your disc be formatted CAV or CLV? Are digital dumps to be included for a Level 2 disc? Fill in your account name and the name of the key person to contact if we have any questions. What is their title? Enter their telephone number. What is the ship to address? City, state, and zip code. Who is to be charged? Enter their address here. List your purchase order number. Make sure to attach your purchase order or check. Are you a tax-exempt organization? If so, enter your number and include a complete tax exemption certificate with this form. Tell us the date the master tape will be coming in and the number of tapes. 3M sends verification of your completed order. After completion of disc production, how shall we return your tape? What is your turnaround time? Normal, 3 days, or does your schedule require 1 day or same-day turnaround? How do you want it shipped? Note the program time for each side. What is the program title for side 1 and side 2? How many discs are ordered? 3M standard labels are included. Custom printed labels are extra, and we need at least 1 week lead time. Make sure to tell us the type of player you'll be using. This information is required for correct disc labeling. Then, do you want the standard jacket or your own design, which requires film negatives in 3 to 6 weeks to produce? Notice the additional selection of choices you have: check disc, proof disc, 3/4-inch check tape, or 12-month master disc and tape storage. Make sure to sign the order form and retain your copy, or it'll be returned. Tape and forms must be sent to 3M Menominee. The address is on the form. A completed post-production details form must accompany your master tape. Your order cannot be correctly mastered without this information. Fill in customer information and post-production studio information. Purchase order number. Title. Then carefully and completely fill in the technical information for disc side 1 and side 2. Do not leave any question unanswered, as this will delay completion of your disc. We need you to sign a permission agreement to determine if 3M may use your video disc for demonstration of its technical capabilities and publish title and company contact. Finally, we want you to be familiar with the verification of completed order form. This is filled out once we ship out your disc. After confirming your acceptance of the discs on this form, we will return your master tape. We look forward to working with you. Please help us do the best job we can by taking care when ordering your Scotch laser video disc. Good day. The following are visuals for Scotch laser video disc training. 3M welcomes you to step through them at your convenience. Thank you.